Sverige, and hello all you Melodifestivalen princes and queens. The first semifinal kicks off this Saturday in Gothenburg, and we finally have 1-minute snippets of the studio version and 30-second clips of the rehearsal. You guys, should we review this?
Let's do this!
First up is 2016 finalist Boris Rene with his song Her Kiss. Chris, are you gonna make out with this lady and her kiss?
I think I just want a peck on the cheek, really, from her at the moment. It's not as good as Put Your Love On Me, at least from the bits we've heard. He's going to have a really good stage show, you can tell. He's got that fancy footwork that we know he can do. But it's not as immediate. It doesn't grab me like Put Your Love On Me did. At least you're not singing about a litter box this time, which is always good. It's just lacking a bit. I think it'll be a good opener, but it's a bit too retro for me. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling the same. I didn't like Put Your Love On Me on the first listen either. It took some while to grow on me, and Her Kiss is maybe similar to that. Last year, Boris Rene was the footballer who was put on the stage, and this year maybe he's too good at it. And there was something cute last year, and now he's just there dancing and singing like every other artist. So there's not anything interesting on that. The song, it's really retro. I can't see him doing as well as he did last year.
Yeah, I'm slightly disappointed. He talks about her, having the sunshine. I do not feel the heat. It feels retro to the point of being dated. Yes, he has the charisma and charm, and he's just so personable. You really want to like the song. The dance moves are on point. But it just feels a little cheesy, a little heard it all before. Sammy, you're spot on that last year it was cute. It's footballer becoming a singer. Now he's singer singing a bad song. It's not as endearing. So, yeah. Next is Melodifestivalen debutante Jana with the song Amare.
It's very much in her genre, Swedish rap with that kind of a bit of a darker kind of edge to it, which comes through in the staging. I don't really get the staging, though. I don't know why there's ballerinas sort of in darkness. It's meant to be, she describes it like a cool, cocky love song. I'm not getting that from the staging. It's not in my top sort of 3 or 4, but it's there. It's good, but it's not a Melodifestivalen winner.
Yeah, it's really typical Swedish rap, and we haven't seen this in the Melodifestivalen in the past years, and there's a reason for that. This doesn't do well in Melodifestivalen or Eurovision. You compared this to Rick from last year, but Rick had really catchy chorus, and I can't hear it from this. I think people won't remember this after all the 7 songs, and this won't really do well even in the semifinal.
I really like the studio version clip that we have. That sounds very, I'm riding dirty pop wave, I'm making it my own, I'm beautiful and elegant, but also very urban. But then the actual live clip we have of the performance, it just feels not cheap, but it feels underwhelming, unpolished, unfinished. It doesn't feel as catchy. Studio version, refined, almost sophisticated in its contemporary qualities, the modernity. But then the live version, I'm just not feeling it. Now, the ballerinas mixed with the edgy hip-hop look singer, I guess they're going for contrast, but it just looks like a big mess. She made us go la 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 in 2015, but Candynana do it again with the song One More Night.
Oh, I hope she does. She already has. This feels like when the semi-final really starts to me. I think it's really good. It's exactly what I would want from a Candynana song. And ultimately, she has some limitations as an artist. That's fine. Like, I'm okay with that because this is exactly what I want. It delivers. I'm a bit concerned about the wigs on some of the backing dancers. It's a bit too Dolly style for me.
I actually have to say I'm really disappointed on Candynana. I really like Make Me La La La, and the performance was just amazing. But with this, I feel this is too much like it's really laid back compared to Make Me La La La. This is almost a little boring compared to that. Of course, I shouldn't compare it to Make Me La 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 because they're completely different songs, but I'm not feeling it. Also, it's funny because in 2015, she had the wall of male dancers, and this time she has only female dancers on stage. So for me, it feels funny. I can't see Swedish people liking this that much that this would go to Eurovision, but I hope for the best for Dina.
So she had a wall of sex back in 2015, and this year she's saying she has a wall of fierce, the fierceness coming with all these female dancers. They're going for sexy, crazy, cool, like the pink and blue wigs. I'm assuming that's not their real hair color. We talked about this in our wiwibloggs team group. They need to water those wigs. They look real thirsty. They're a little dry. But moving on to the song, I think the song has a lot of potential. We're only hearing the first minute. I'm hoping that she's keeping it laid back and cool because there's going to be an epic seismic eruption, like an earthquake. Because that's how La 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 was to me. When it started, I was like, da 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 da. And then it was bam! That wall of sex, this wall of fierce will come, I have faith. She is like a Tokyo construction worker. She is laying the foundation to survive that earthquake, building it piece by piece. I'm having a really good feeling about this. Candynana has grown a lot as an artist. She definitely has limitations, but I think she's improved, and so there are fewer limitations this time. So I'm seeing her going far. Next up is De Vet Du, They Know You. Chris, they're huge YouTube stars. Do you think the song lives up to all the hype?
Not quite at the moment, I feel like. It's Sean Banan, Samir and Victor, De Vet Du. It's a very obvious trend with Melodifestivalen. It doesn't excite me though from the bits we've heard and the clips we've seen. They're sort of doing very generic road trip things. They've got construction signs. They've got a car. The car doesn't look as good as the Hungry Hearts had in Norway. It's just a little bit tame, and I don't know whether I expected a little bit more from them. The problem I have is that from the bits we've seen, it doesn't feel like it would be as internationally recognizable as like Groupie was, or Sean Banan, Coca Banana. They went so massively over the top. This feels a little bit underwhelming.
Yeah, I was expecting something even more crazy. And now it reminds me of Pehang Miri, Jalla Dansa Sava in 2013. It's not that much as Sami and Victor for me. Maybe with the stage performance it will be, or that it will elevate it. But now with the studio version and the small clip we had, I'm not feeling it. I expected something more crazy. Like I said, it's really boring at the moment, but maybe it will be better with the full 3 minutes of the performance.
Yeah, I think with Sean Banan and Samir and Victor, we can say the songs were cheap. They were meant to be funny, and they were cheap, but they were catchy. They were earworms. This, it may be cheap, but it's not an earworm. I couldn't tell you the melody. I couldn't hum it right now. They've got DJ Hunk on stage with no shirt. Bonus points, you slay, but that's not enough. It is not enough to have flesh. Flesh will not get you to the final. Sammy, you speak Swedish. I'm curious. They're known for witty lyrics. Is this witty enough to win your vote?
I just speak that well Swedish, but for me, no. I don't really get what is going on in the song. And yeah, like you said, there's nothing to sing along to or hum along to. Like Groupie and Badenakna, they had really catchy choruses what you could sing along, even you didn't know Swedish, and this doesn't have that. Maybe it's coming in the latter part of the song, but now we don't really hear that.
The road trip is a car crash, so we move on to Charlotte Pirellis. She is singing Mitt Live My Life, a Swedish language ballad, very singer-songwriter Chris.
Talk about a car crash. We knew that she said that she was going to do something completely different. It was going to be something that she wanted to do. And fair play to Charlotte Pirelli. You are a Eurovision winner. You are entitled to do what you want to do, but maybe not at Melodifestivalen, if I'm honest, because this is doomed for last place in the semi-final, I think. And she deserves better. It's just very bland.
Yeah, I can feel that this song is really personal to her. But I'm also almost pissed that she's coming to Melodifestivalen just to promote her new style and new album, and that's not what Melodifestivalen should be. We know it's coming last or second to last in the semi-final, and I wanted something really big slugger, or even I wouldn't mind if it would be not as good as the interval acts last year, but I'm almost really sad and pissed to Charles Pellegrino doing it this way.
Yeah, Schlager Diva went to #1 on iTunes. That was the first time she had had that happen in a very long time. But rather than riding that very successful wave, she comes with this. It's like, I want to prove that I'm an artist. I've got pain. Honey, we thought you were an artist before. This is just boring. I've got 2 words. Pernilla Anderson. Do you remember her last year? You may not. She came with a boring guitar song and she finished last, despite having a very lovely painting in the background. This is just not good enough. I think that she's just here to promote her EP. Let's be real. She wants people to download that EP. But I'm sorry, finishing last in your heat's not going to help people do that. It's great to hear her voice in this different guise for a minute, but it gets real boring real fast. I mean, she could have had a Schlager song start off with a very slow opening that showed off her voice and then gone back to what we love. Alas, she hasn't, and I'm afraid she's out. Next, we turn to Melodifestivalen 2014 runner-up Ace Wilder. She is back with Wild Child.
It's an okay song. It feels more and more that I listen to it that I don't enjoy it as much as I did when I first heard it. When it first came on, I was like, oh my God, Ace is back. Ace could do really well. But the verses are just a bit too harsh for me. Then the chorus, I think that will be the earworm, unlike Road Trip. And I think she'll do well. I don't know where she's going to finish. She was talking about how this is very personal to her as well. It's probably her favourite song that she's done of the Melodifestivalen ones. She's stripped the staging back a little bit, so she's more confident. So
the thing is, if you know Ace just based on her Melodifestivalen songs, this is really different. But if you know Ace's some other songs like Riot and Stupid, this is really similar to them. And I'm happy that Ace is doing her thing this time. Just like you said, maybe last year she wasn't that confident on stage with the big performance and stuff like that. And this time the performance doesn't look that big and difficult. Of course, there's some dancing and stuff like that, but it's better for Ace. I don't think this is the song to win Melodifestivalen or do well in Eurovision, but maybe it's good for Ace to show a different side of her to all the Swedish people who don't really know her own career next to Melodifestivalen.
So when I hear this song, I hear Icona Pop, and I hear Amelie de Forest Rainmaker, and there's definitely a tropical vibe in the staging. She's blatantly going for a tropical vibe on the LED screen. She gets to stand still, and she's got, I believe, all male dancers kind of doing acrobatics, doing their thing. So again, letting her step back and just focus on the music so she will not get stressed out, break out in hives, have a panic attack. That's how you do it. That's how you stay calm. So I'm thinking she will give a great performance because she will be more at ease. There's a story on wiwibloggs. You can read all about it. It's all about the chorus with her. It's always all about the chorus, because the past 2 times she's been at Melodifestivalen, I reread the reviews. I hated the 1-minute snippet, the 30-second rehearsal snippet. I just didn't get it. But then when it's paired with this gigantic chorus, which I'm hoping comes, it just slays the pack and becomes my favorite of the whole show. It's kind of like Nano in that sense. I'm waiting for the payoff, but we're still in foreplay. But y'all, foreplay leads to payoff if you're lucky. I think we're going to be lucky because Ace knows how to do this. She's Riot, which you brought up earlier. I love that song. Riot was used in, what was that animated movie, Madagascar, I think? She knows how to make mainstream songs that appeal to the mass market. And I'm very, very confident because what we've heard so far is contemporary and on trend. It is time to move on, and as we move on, we hold on. It is Nano. He is a former prisoner who turned his life around, and you can tell he is drawing on those deep, dark experiences. This song about perseverance, I am feeling it, but I'm not going in turn. Chris.
It's really good. It is really good. His voice is incredible in the bits that we've heard. Somebody described it as being a bit like Emily Sandé. And also Rag and Bone Man. Again, it's all very on trend. The song sounds very modern. I could see this being, a respectable chart hit in the UK if it was released just there. Is it a Melodifestivalen winner? I'm not sure. The staging looks a little bit too bland for me. I don't know quite how you would make it bigger, but it just seems a little bit too pared back. And I think there were issues. It wasn't quite there with camera cuts, they said. I have hope. I have confidence. This is clearly going to the final. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, I absolutely love his voice. And just like I said, there's so many artists that you can compare Nano to, and that is a good thing and a bad thing. It's not anything like groundbreaking. It's not too modern. It's maybe we had so many years of this kind of music, so maybe we want something even more modern, more 2017. But this is really good song. I can see this doing well the Swedish charts, and maybe in other countries too. It's not winning Melodifestivalen because there's still 3 hits coming up, and I believe there are better songs in those. But I can see this doing well in the final, and Nano will be a big star in Sweden in the coming years.
I love how when there was the artist reveal, we were talking about, wow, this semifinal, Ace Wilder, Dina Na, Charlotte Pirelli, and then here comes little old Nano, who we had never heard of, and he's blowing it up. When this came on, I was instantly captivated in a way I wasn't captivated by the other songs. He just has a magical voice. He's drawing on something real. This is not just a song handed to him. You can tell he's really internalized the message or has indeed put his message in the song. The staging, yes, it's very pared back. It's very dark. There is a staircase in the background. I think it illuminates green. There's going to be a lot of action on that, so he'll let the dancers do their thing while he just focuses on the music and that beautiful voice. This is very promising. I love how leading into the chorus, which we don't hear yet, the pre-chorus, there's kind of, you hear some choir elements, you hear the tempo kind of, it's like a sonic boom, like everything is leading to some amazing moment. And there were rumors prior to today that he had the chorus of the year, and now it's starting to make sense because the pre-chorus is already killing it. I'm feeling very positive. Now, it is time to make our predictions. I'm going to kick this off with my prediction for last place, Charlotte Pirelli.
Yeah, last place, Charlotte Pirelli. Maybe Adriana, just if Charlotte has some, lingering fans, but probably Charlotte.
Yeah, because the app votes mean that much. The youngsters won't like Charlotte Pirelli. Maybe she will get some televotes, but not enough to save her from the last place.
And who do you guys think are going to Andra Chansen?
I think it will be Dina Na and David Du. It's between David Du, definitely, Dina or Boris for the other one, I think. But I want it to be Dina.
I think it would be Boris, Rene, and David Du. David Du because they have the fan base already, and Boris, Rene because people will remember him because he's opening the show. Maybe he still have some fans from last year. Even he didn't do that much stuff between Melodifestivalen last year and this year. But I believe that he will have enough votes to go to Andra Chansen.
Oh, this is tough. Oh, this is real tough. I think that Boris, Rene, and Dina Na are going to Andra Chansen, and I think David Du will be out, although they'll probably benefit from the app because young people have smartphones. I just think Dina Na is really good, and I'm holding out for that chorus, and I think Boris Rene has the charisma. His song, strangely, reminds me of Aphrodite's The Boy Can Dance because it sounds so old school, and that gives me pause for concern. So maybe he's on the fence and David Du would take his spot. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure Dina Na will go to Andra Chansen. Which leads us to the final question. Who are the 2 acts going direct till finale based on the 1-minute snippet and the 30-second preview of the rehearsal?
It's got to be Ace and Nano. I don't think there's no doubt Nano. Ace, I'm pretty certain, is going to definitely do just about enough. She's not that popular with Swedish voters. We've seen that before. But I do think that they're clearly the top 2 here. And I think Sweden will agree, hopefully.
Yeah, it will be Ace and Nano. They will both benefit from the running order, and also because Ace is... Even she never did that well in the televote in the final. I think it will be enough to put her to the final this year. And also Nano, even nobody really knows him before, but the song is just strong enough to go to the final.
I totally agree. I think Nano is the clear standout, and there's actually, there's a lot of hype behind the scenes surrounding him, so I think he's clearly going through. And then Ace Wilder. Ace Wilder, the song is catchy, and besides Nano, it's the other one that I remember instantly, and she's just such a good performer live. There's something, at this point she's very familiar, and so hopefully diehard fans will get behind her because she's familiar. And, she's always come so close. We're always like, Ace, and then no, it doesn't quite happen. But yeah, I'm feeling optimistic. Well, that's what we think. What do you think? Who is going direct till finale, and who is headed to Andre Chanson? You can let us know here on wiwibloggs.
And make sure to like that video.
And also subscribe for more videos by us.
And we'll see you later. Bye.
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 Tack, tack, tack.